This is one of the most satisfying revenge stories you'll hear today, because the best part? I never even broke a law. When I first bought my new house in the middle of the capital city, I thought I'd struck gold. The previous owners, family friends, had moved overseas years ago, and they sold it to me at a price that would make any real estate agent choke. It was a fixer-upper, sure. The front gate was missing, the main door was just a flimsy padlock, and it had the kind of abandoned for too long smell that clings to the walls. The first day I moved in, I found a random motorcycle parked in my garage. I dragged it out to the street and had a gate installed that same afternoon. Hours later, an angry man pounded on my new gate. I didn't answer, just watched from the window as he gave up and wheeled his bike away after 15 minutes. That was my first hint that this neighborhood was different. For a while, things were fine. I put up a no parking sign to stop people from blocking my gate, fixed up some plumbing, and started settling in. Then, one day in the shower, I noticed the water pressure was unusually low. At first, I thought maybe the municipal supply was acting up. But then I heard it, my neighbor's water pump kicking on. My neighbor was an older guy, grumpy as a rusted hinge, living on the first floor of his 3-story house. The upper floors rented out to tenants, and from what I'd heard, he hated that my friends sold me this house. In my country, water pressure isn't strong enough to push water up several stories, so houses use pumps to fill rooftop tanks. Normally that's no big deal, but the timing, it was too perfect. When his pump turned off, I tried my taps again. Water pressure, back to normal. My stomach sank. Could he be stealing my water? It wasn't far-fetched. My friends had mentioned weirdly high water bills even when no one was living here, but they chalked it up to leaks. I'd fixed those leaks, but the bills? Still suspiciously high. The more I thought about it, the more it made sense. At some point during those 3 empty years, this man must have snuck onto the property and tapped into my supply. I tested it a few more times. Every time his pump ran, my water pressure dropped. The pattern was crystal clear. Now, water here is dirt cheap, about $5 a month, even with 3 dogs, a weekly car wash, and a garden. But this wasn't about money. It was about the principle. The audacity of this man thinking he was entitled to my water, my property, my resources. I could confront him, call the police, but I wanted something better, something that would hit him where it really hurt. Inspiration struck. I didn't need to trespass. I didn't need to yell. I just needed to turn off my water at the main valve. Here's the thing about water tanks. If the tank isn't filling, the ball valve stays open, telling the pump to keep running. And running a pump with no water? That's a recipe for burning it out fast. So I waited. Monday, 4 days ago, I heard his pump start. My heart was pounding. Not from fear, but from sheer anticipation. I went outside, turned off my water supply, and walked back in like nothing happened. What I didn't anticipate? His outdated 90s wiring couldn't handle the pump running non-stop. By 3 a.m., I woke to the sound of shouting next door. His tenants were furious. No power, no water. And in my country, cutting off either is a serious legal offense. By sunrise, one tenant had already moved out. The other filed a police complaint. The police fined him $500, a massive amount here, and ordered him to refund both tenants' deposits. Worse for him, he couldn't rent the units out again until the wiring and water systems were fixed. That would cost even more money. 3 days later, I saw him at my gate. "Did you turn off your water?" he asked, trying to keep his voice neutral. I smiled, friendly as could be. "Oh yeah, I had a leak. Turned it off until the plumber could fix it." He stared at me, expression calm, but eyes practically vibrating with rage. "Oh, okay." He turned and walked away. And just like that, I'd cost him his tenants, his income, and his independence, all without breaking a single law. Some people think revenge has to be loud and messy, but sometimes the most satisfying payback is quiet. A single move, and the universe takes care of the rest. If this story gave you that warm, sweet taste of justice, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what is the smartest revenge you've ever seen? And of course, subscribe for more stories that prove karma has a sense of humor.